Hey everyone, Matt Pisarcik from Razor Emporium coming at you today for a product spotlight looking at Leaf shaving products. Well, Leaf is no new kid on the block to Razor Emporium or the shaving world. They've been around for many, many years now. In fact, I still remember when Leaf was at one of our, I think they were at the Big Shave Southwest. And I remember seeing them there, and they were kind of starting this whole, new business up of having a kind of specialized razor that you could break the double-edged blades in half and kind of put them inside of the head, and you can have 1, 2, or 3 blades at a time. It was very new and novel, and at the time I was kind of like a little skeptical, but they obviously proved themselves. They've really grown and they've become a big company in the shaving realm. And I think now they've graduated away from just the hardware only, and they're going after the software, and that's what we're going to talk about today. I actually saw one of their Instagram reels or Facebook reels or something showing this, and I was like, I think I sent a screenshot or sent it to one of my staff members, and I said, get this, we need to carry this, because I thought it was new and kind of novel a bit. So they have a silicone coated bowl, so it's got that soft feel. So if you drop it in your sink, no big deal, it's not going to shatter or break. And it also makes it super grippy to hold on to. So if you're worried about that, or maybe dexterity is an issue, or your hand strength maybe, or you just want to set it on the counter, it's not going to move around a lot. Like, that's kind of nice that I can just set this here and just whip it up like that. It's not going to really move around a whole lot. So the other cool thing they do is they put all these little kind of like spirals inside, these little agitation marks. I'm not sure what the official word is. Yeah, it's molded or pressed into the actual bowl itself. And those are really great. They're not just for looks. I mean, it does look really cool. It's like a sun exploding in your face. But no, what it really is it's more surface area, kind of these bumps and ridges, so that the hair of the brush kind of goes over and agitates and kind of turns over the lather, and it's actually going to help to really build the lather faster. And they kind of carry that same look over to the brush itself. And again, this is silicone based. So again, if you're in, let's say, around the bathtub, ceramic bathtub, or the shower, you're worried about like dropping a brush on the tile, like, that's pretty nice. It's not gonna break on you. It's also, again, super grippy, same kind of idea here. And they have that same kind of stylistic kind of little deals. Now it's gonna help with your grip. Again, really cool. And here's the cool part. This is the part that got me. Even though we're all wet shavers out there, whether you're novice guy or long time guy, there's always a question about how much water and how much soap and this and that. And so they actually build it right in to the brushes, and I'll show the green and the black one here. And they have more or less a built-in measuring device right in the brush handle. So you can actually fill this up with water, and that's how much water you're supposed to put in. And you put your soap in, and you go to town. I'm not going to actually demo this today. We will do a demo though. I'm going to have to, again, I'll bring this back for a shave. Don't worry, I'll bring it back, and we will demo it and see how well they have it. Because obviously different soaps take different kinds of water amounts. I'm always saying that, like if you use like an artisan soap, it may use a lot. But I wonder if with the soap they have, which again, I looked at the ingredient list, it's actually more of a glycerin-based soap. This may just be enough. It may be enough, because glycerin-based soaps, that's like our where is it? Our pre-shave bar. There we go. The one I always use on my face. This is a glycerin-based, and it doesn't need a whole lot of water. So I wonder if they got it just dialed in right, which would be really cool. And it's another part of getting this stuff into mass market. I know that wet shaving was this little kind of corner wine store, and that's all it is for a lot of us. But if you want to see the movement grow and get more popular, you're going to have to get people in who don't want to be the nerds, who want it to be all spelled out to them, who want the pivoting head, razor like we did earlier, the Supply Max or a Proof, and they want to know how much water, and not its variable. Nope, fill it up, put it in, swirl around. They even tell you on the back of the packaging here that you need to do it for 90 to 120 seconds. So that's 1.5 to 2 minutes. So again, another fun thing we could do on a shave video is we'll put a timer here, and we'll literally count down and make sure that it's the right lather. Because I'm kind of curious, maybe they really got it all scientifically figured out, but cool regardless. The other neat thing with the bowl is that you can actually are supposed to put the soap, and it is supposed to kind of squeeze into those little lines here, and it stays in. See, it's like the Dairy Queen challenge. with the the drinks from Dairy Queen. They turn them upside down to show you, right? Blizzard, that's right, the Dairy Queen Blizzard. Okay, so these actually hold your soap in place. So as you're swirling, it's not going to just swirl the soap around, which happens a lot with mugs especially. So that's good. It's going to really add to how much agitation time, how efficient the agitation time is. So that's really good. So they have it available in green and black. And I kind of actually really dig the green. I think it looks really kind of mid-century modern, but the black will look good with any bathroom. You know, black goes with everything. So that's cool. In terms of the actual soap, you get 2 of these little soap pucks in a package for $12.95 because it says so right there. You get 2 of them in here, and they have a couple different scents. This is, and they're both 3 ounces each. This is a zesty, they're calling it. They show a picture of an orange. It smells actually really nice. I think it's my favorite of the ones we got. And we have like a spruce one, I think it's called. Yeah, spruce. And it smells very pine tree, fresh, clean, outdoorsy. I dig that. I think there's another one called Fig. Yep. Fig doesn't have a cool picture, guys. Where's the picture? Come on. Graphics department. You got to put the picture. But that smells nice, a little more sweet. Maybe more a little effeminate. And then they have the El Natural, the unscented, the fragrance-free over here. So obviously it just smells like soap or very little scent at all. So if you have sensitive skin, you have a issue with perfume oils or dyes, or maybe just want to avoid all that stuff, get the sensitive skin one or fragrance-free one. But I'm excited because it's another option out there. Not everyone wants to be an artisan. Sometimes the big companies want to have, their foot in the door of an industry. And again, if this gets people in, the first thing that comes to my mind is ladies. You know, if you were to tell your wife, hey, can I get you a shaving set? And you showed her this, I think she would say, that's cute. And I know that because our video girl, Natalie, said, this is cute. So she's the spokesperson for all the women out there, that this is cute. And I do think it's cute. I think it's also functional though. So it's got masculine energy and feminine energy, that it can look good. It's functional. I like that it holds the soap in place. I like that it won't damage your bathroom. Like if you have a really nice tile shower or really nice, like fancy whirlpool tub and you want your wife to shave her legs, put this on the corner. She'll probably actually use it versus putting some glass bowl or steel bowl. She'll be like, man, what is this? So cool option out there. It's another thing to get people involved. I like that. So that's all we got. I will promise I will bring it back, but tell me in the comments, should I use the zesty soap, the spruce, the fig, or the unscented? That's a little boring for me. I'm leaning towards zesty or spruce. That's all I got. If you've used a leaf soap, if you own a leaf razor, if you've ever turned over a leaf, tell me below in the comments. I want to hear from you. That's all I got, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Matt Pisarcik from Razor Emporium. We'll see you next time for all things wet shaving.